It's 2 Timothy 3:1. It says, "This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemous, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than the lovers of God, okay, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. For from such turn away. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women, laden with sins, led away with diverse lust." All praises due to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Makakadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to all you brothers teaching in truth and sincerity, gathering the whole elect from the four winds of the earth underneath the banner and the standard of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay, it's Father Yaf Jim at Boston coming back once again with a quick impromptu. All right, and hey, it behooves you to know the time that we're in. Okay, it's a lot of things going on, and all the brothers are saying it, and it's only a recipe for, you know, the inevitable doom of Babylon the Great, man. Okay, and you know, just looking at the feed on my YouTube page, you know, and you see a lot of corporations getting ready to go under. You know, this is the news from the Brotherhood, man. People that's you know, steadfast in the prophecies of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, and you know, being circumspect as always, you know, and we feed off of one another. Okay, and me just reading the news is enough, but it's even great to have more than just two pair of eyes at one time, you know. And going around, you see what's about to happen when you read. Let's get it real quick, and I'll pull up some things as well and show. You know, this is just boosting the spirit, so to speak. Let's go down to 63. Now start from 61. 2nd Ezra 8:61. It says, "And therefore is my judgment now at hand. These things have I not shown unto all men, but unto thee, and few like thee. Then answered I and said, Behold, O Lord, now hast thou showed me the multitude of the wonders, which thou wilt begin to do in the last times. But at what time thou hast not showed me." Right? And that's to regular men. Okay? But to he has not showed regular men, but to the prophets and the hopeful elect. Okay, he has showed what he's doing and why he's doing it. And it says he answered me. This is Ezra, matter of fact. This 2nd Ezra 9. He said, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself. When thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." Okay. And I'm going to go to Isaiah 19. Let's go there. And we all on the same page here at GMS, man. We see the things coming, and we get on the loudspeaker and foretell it. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. I can read from the top. And pretty much, yeah, I'll start from the top. I'm going to jump around. This is Isaiah 19:1. It says, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, right? And shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Okay. And you see that the chariots are out and about in full view, not hiding themselves anymore. Okay. All right. The things that you believed in are no more standing ground. What do? And they taking down all them damn statues, for one, of these hypocrites, Esau, Edom, and their wrongdoings. So that's not standing anymore. There's definitely a movement of the Lord. Okay. This place is on wobbly legs right now. Getting ready to get foot swept out of here. Head knocked off his shoulders. All the above. Okay. When it comes to combat, hand-to-hand combat, man. Okay. It says, and I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptians, and they shall fight, everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. All right. And there's a lot of infighting going on in all these kingdoms right now, right? And right here in America, the government is shaky. Things are falling down. When you look in the news, it's utter chaos. Okay. Unrighteous decrees being passed left and right, giving the alphabet people more rights than a little bit. And they're the main ones that need to be punished, but they go unscathed. Okay. It says that in the scriptures that judgment never goes forth for their wickedness, man. Because Esau has been doing a lot, man. Doing a lot for a long time, man. A lot, man. And they still don't look at us as a people. They still look at us as cattle or herd, a herd of some sort. Okay. This is definitely a place that has to go down in flames, man. It says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fall in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. Okay. And you see them, they all inside the inside the news, those companies that do satanic rituals on little kids, and Frazzle Drip, and Pizzagate, and there's so much, man. So much. That's why we only have to cry out to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. The Lord, and let the Lord be with us, man. Okay? That's how you get the Lord to be with you. Is to continuously cry out. Because there's devils in everything. He's in your drinking water. He's in your food. He's in your cleaning products. He's everywhere. And that goes back to the fulfillment of that curse. We shall go to him in one of all things, man. Okay? for those people that don't believe they are Israelites. All right. But yeah, they use these companies for witchcraft. All right. They got the witches that what do they call them? The Angelicus that go to these inauguration balls, and they nothing but witches, man. They witches. Okay. When they get inaugurated, I have their inaugurations, put it like that. They bring these witches with them, man. Okay. Then they have seance somewhere unbeknownst to the public. Okay. And the biggest one they used to have was out there in what's that place called? I haven't said the name in so long. The Grove over there, where they got the big statue of Moloch. Okay. That's one of the places that they go and do those sacred rituals. But yeah, man, this is the time that we live in. And then you got you know, CERN. Then they have it was a recent picture of, I think it was the United Nations building, maybe. Some building in Africa, they said it looked like a hurricane. Hold on a second. Yeah, I tried to find a picture of that building, but it resembles, okay, the CERN emblem, and what is it? I want to say it's the World Health Organization building, I believe. It's shaped like 666. I believe that's the building, but yeah, it's a lot of demonic witchcraft going on in the earth. Okay, like I was saying, and these people are using that. You know, when you go back to, let's go there, Isaiah 19. All right, they're using their familiar spirits and witchcraft. You know, wizards. Things of that nature. Verse 4, and it said, "Then the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, said the Lord of hosts. And the waters shall fall from the sea, and the rivers shall be wasted up and dried up." Okay, and they shall turn the rivers far away, and the brooks of defense shall be empty and dried up. The reeds and flags shall wither. Right, and this was ancient Egypt. Right, but now it's gonna happen here. Okay. All right, and possibly it's a representation of what's gonna happen here. Okay. And they shall turn the rivers far away, and the brooks of defense shall be empty and dried up. The reeds and flags shall wither. The paper reeds by the brooks, by the mouth of the brooks, and everything sworn by the brooks shall wither, be driven away, and be no more. Okay. And, that's the same thing that's gonna happen. That's happening here, man. Okay, you got a famine on the way. All right. You got the agricultural market here it's failing, man. Okay, they had the farms kill crops, cattle. All right, and then you got the mysterious closings of these processing plants that process food. Okay. So yeah, it's going down, man. All right. When you read the scriptures, that's prophecy speaking. It says the fishes also shall mourn, and all they that cast angle into the brooks shall lament, and they that spread nets upon the waters shall languish. Right? And here in Babylon Great, we're having the same problem, even though it says the Nile. All right, here in Babylon the Great, what was that? The Mississippi River, so low that barges couldn't pass through. Okay. And then just to find out more and more about the aquatic life in general is falling to a degree of, all the fish itself is toxic. Okay. Everything GMO'd up, released into the wild, killing the wildlife. All right. I'm talking about the salmon. That's one thing that I watched previously on TikTok. It says, more with they that work and find flax, and they that weave networks shall be confounded. All right. And they shall be broken, Shalaki brothers. And they shall be broken in the purpose thereof. All that make sluices and ponds for fishes. And that's happening as well. What is it? The time of languishing. All right. And in that time of languishing, also you got these Gen Z not even caring about jobs, man, not even wanting to work, so on and so forth. And it's in their spirit that they like that everything is how do you say, it's depressing to them. Okay. Everything. You ask them to live life as an adult, that's depressing. They don't really want to do that. So it's here, man. The last days is surely here. Okay. Get down to 5:15, Salaki. 14, I'll read 14. It's 19 and 14. It said, the Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. So this goes into what I just seen. That was the Malcolm's page. Look at this. UN intervention now being asked for. Let me see if I can get back to the comment section. Community section. Let me see. I can't find anything. And it's just like as soon as brothers put up pertinent information, it gets taken down or hidden some type of way and shadow banning or some shit that the algo is now cooking up, But me working in the food industry itself, yeah, we getting ready to see a lot, like at my job, I know that the packaging is disappearing, and one of the inserts that Elder Malcolm had put on his page is that McDonald's is not going to be able to serve their chemical milkshake anymore, or physical, not physical, but bottled drinks, like the Minute Maid and Coca-Cola products, so to speak. You know, that's who funds McDonald's, is Coke, with their drinking products. But yeah, that the bottles are a thing of the past, man. They're not going to be able to produce much of that, or they haven't been able to produce much of that since the what happened, and then now we're feeling the ripple effects of that. But to say the least, that's going to cause a flux of joblessness to go on. It's going to raise it very high, and when it does, let the bad times roll, like it says in Second Ezra. I think it's 15 and 16. Okay, then there's going to be people trying to invade your house for morsels of food, clothing, and shelter. And then you have in 16, it's going to talk about this time of sorrows and so on and so forth, man. Just to piece it all together. Slacky. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." And that was also expressed in Isaiah, the 19th chapter, Egyptian against Egyptian, and then these other nations having the same type of fights in their countries as well. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the courses of their actions shall stand in their power." Because, I was watching, rewatching, was it that Black Summer? And, one of the things that the guard said at the at the roadblock, so to speak, he was saying that basically he told all the people that they were on their own, man. Okay, the gate was closed, and that was it. And that's what's going to happen here in Babylon the Great and various other places in the world. All right, you're going to be told that your government has collapsed and everything is on you. Okay, so when that happens, you have nothing to do but to go about it your own way, so to speak. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 16. It says, when that happens, it's going to be a lot of craziness going on. People, like I said, like it says in the scriptures, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, invading one another. All right. Looking for morsels of food, water to drink, diapers for babies, so on and so forth, medicine. Whole litany of things are coming. Okay. Look how brutally cold it is out there right now. Okay. Now, I remember back in the day, they used to do the big roundup of the homeless, and make it a public thing. And, that's the first thing that they would say is we have to get the homeless people off the street. They would send buses around to haul them off the shelters. And well, not this year. Not this year. I have not seen anything like that on the news. They haven't talked about it. And that's basically what I'm saying. It's at the point of every man for himself. Okay. It says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation, and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. And that's for the wicked, man. If you haven't repented to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, this is one of the manners that you're going to be taken out in. Okay. All right. And we keep on saying the same thing, man. You take that RFID chip, you're going to get taken out. You don't repent for the sins that you have done in your lifetimes. Okay, you're going to get taken out. And that's the bottom line, man. You know, at this point in time, a blind man should be able to see. And I'm talking about a spiritual blind man shall be given sight, man. Through what? Through the wise words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai from the holy prophets. Okay. The mouthpiece of the Most High via his son, Yahweh Shai. Okay. That left this book of prophecies behind for us to foretell to the nation of Israel so they can see. Okay. It's just like when Neo woke up out of the Matrix. If you can see, then you'll start looking around and seeing what's really been done. Okay. So a blind man should be able to see in these days. All right. And I'm talking about the actual nitty gritty of what's going on in the world today. So with that, I want to say all praises due to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom, Abad Mabal, and Kwam Yasharallah.